The arena in Manchester is buzzing with anticipation. The heavyweight division always carries an aura of danger, and tonight the tension is thick enough to feel in every corner of the building. Two warriors prepare to collide, each carrying very different stories into the ring. In one corner stands Joseph Parker, the former WBO heavyweight champion from New Zealand. Calm, composed, and technically gifted, Parker enters the ring determined to climb back toward the top of the division. Across from him is a man who has built his reputation on grit and relentless pressure, Derek Del Boy Chisora from North London. Chisora is a veteran of countless wars, a fighter who never backs down and never stops coming forward. The stakes are enormous. Both men know that a victory tonight could push them back into the heavyweight title conversation. As the bell rings, the tension instantly erupts into action. Chisora wastes absolutely no time. Charging forward with explosive aggression, he storms across the ring like a man possessed. Parker barely has time to settle before chaos breaks out. Within seconds, the crowd gasps as Parker hits the canvas after a wild early exchange. Whether it was a perfectly clean knockdown or a tangle of feet hardly matters in the moment, the referee counts it. Chisora has made a dramatic statement. The Englishman roars with energy as the crowd erupts around him. But Parker remains calm as he rises to his feet. The former champion wipes his gloves, regains his composure, and resets. The fight has barely begun, yet the drama has already reached boiling point. From that moment forward, it becomes clear that this will not be a quiet technical contest. This is going to be a battle of willpower, endurance, and heart. After the explosive opening, the fight begins to reveal its true rhythm. Derek Chisora continues charging forward with relentless aggression, throwing heavy hooks and digging powerful shots to the body. His strategy is simple but dangerous: overwhelm Joseph Parker with constant pressure and force him into a brutal fight. Chisora dips low as he comes forward, winging wide hooks and hammering Parker's ribs with thudding punches that echo through the arena. Every time Parker tries to create space, Chisora is right there again, crowding him and making the ring feel smaller. For a few rounds, the London fighter appears to control the tempo with sheer determination and work rate. But Joseph Parker slowly begins to settle into the contest. Under the guidance of his trainer Andy Lee, Parker starts to rely on his strongest weapons: timing, speed, and accuracy. The jab begins to snap out sharply, catching Chisora as he marches forward. Parker's footwork improves as he circles and looks for openings. Soon, crisp combinations begin to appear. A quick left hook followed by a straight right lands cleanly and momentarily stops Chisora in his tracks. The crowd senses the shift in momentum as Parker begins to find his rhythm. Still, Chisora refuses to be discouraged. Every time he takes a clean shot, he responds by pressing forward again, forcing Parker to work. The battle becomes a fascinating clash of styles, Parker using skill and precision, Chisora relying on raw pressure and determination. As the middle rounds approach, neither fighter is willing to surrender ground. The exchanges grow heavier, the pace remains relentless, and the crowd realizes they are witnessing a genuine heavyweight war. By the middle rounds, the fight transforms into a test of endurance. Chisora's relentless pressure continues, but the pace he set early in the fight begins to show signs of fatigue. Even so, he refuses to slow down completely. He keeps digging to the body, slamming hooks into Parker's ribs and midsection in hopes of draining the New Zealander's energy. Those body shots are punishing, and Parker is forced to absorb plenty of them. Yet Parker's composure never disappears. Instead of panicking, he adapts. His jab becomes sharper and more frequent, acting like a barrier between himself and the charging Chisora. Each time Chisora lunges forward, Parker tries to intercept him with fast combinations and quick counters. At times, Parker's speed becomes the deciding factor in the exchanges. One particularly clean three-punch combination snaps Chisora's head back and forces him to briefly step backward. For a moment, the momentum appears to swing firmly toward Parker, but Chisora, true to his reputation, immediately surges forward again. His determination is remarkable. Even when he absorbs clean shots, he refuses to stop pressing the action. The crowd roars louder with each exchange as both heavyweights trade blows in the center of the ring. Meanwhile, the judges are faced with a difficult task. Chisora's aggression and work rate are impressive, but Parker's punches are often the cleaner and more precise ones. Round after round, the contest remains incredibly close. Neither fighter is able to clearly dominate the other, and every moment carries tension. As the fight enters the championship rounds, both men know that the final stretch could determine everything. As the fight moves into the final rounds, the exhaustion begins to show on Derek Chisora's face. His early aggression required enormous energy, and although he continues to push forward, the sharpness of his attacks has slightly faded. Joseph Parker, on the other hand, appears to grow stronger as the fight progresses. His punches are still quick, his movement remains steady, and his confidence continues to build. The jab that once served as a defensive tool now becomes an offensive weapon, snapping Chisora's head back repeatedly. Parker begins to land cleaner combinations, forcing Chisora to absorb more punishment than before. Yet the London warrior refuses to surrender.